Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the OneRing.net podcast. Is this thing on? Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mr. Grant Morrison, creator of The Invisibles and also writer for JLA, Batman and Robin, many other wonderful titles for DC and other publishers. Mr. Grant Morrison, how are you doing tonight?
Yeah. Good. I was 14. I first read Lord of the Rings. I read that first, and
Before the others.
yeah. So I read the books of Lord of the Rings. I read them 6 times in succession when I was 14. I was so obsessed. And I read The Hobbit, but I was less excited. Obviously, if you come to The Hobbit after Lord of the Rings, it seems like a slight step down. So it took me a longer time to appreciate The Hobbit because I was so into Lord of the Rings.
This project that Guillermo del Toro is taking on, The Hobbit, what a pair of shoes he has to fill after Peter Jackson.
Absolutely, but Guillermo's a smart guy, as I say, very imaginative man. I'm sure he can carry this off. If anyone can, he's the one I would want to see do it after Peter Jackson. Yeah.
Really? Now, what do you think he could bring to it that would be unique or different?
Just his sensibility. He loves the material. He understands the material. He understands the deep mythical underpinnings of the material. And I think he'll also bring a visual sense to it that maybe we didn't have. I mean, I know Tolkien did some of his own illustrations, and there's also been a lot of really beautiful illustrations done since then.
All of his watercolors.
Yeah, I mean, there's great stuff. But what I think someone like Guillermo will bring is a new vision. We'll see it we'll see it fresh. I think that's what he'll bring to it. He'll allow us to see things like Smaug the Dragon in a way we've never seen it before. Lord of the Rings has every single storytelling trope a writer needs.
Yeah.
It's all in there. How to build up the tension. The Riders of Rohan is one of the greatest moments of cavalry coming over the hill there's ever been. Yeah. So there's a lot to learn from that. But I kind of prefer that's inspired different types of work. I think probably Tolkien himself would rather see the mythology updated and recreated by new hands for new sensibilities rather than copy him or live in his world. You can't just make up a dumb name that sounds good. Tolkien really worked it through. It was all linguistically correct, which really impressed me as a young kid reading those books, that you could actually break down the language and it stayed self-referential. It always worked. If you want to make people believe in a fantasy world, then you must make it absolutely grounded and nailed to some sense of reality.
Are you looking forward to going back to Middle-earth?
I'm ready. I'm more interested in what they're going to do with number 2. Because number 1, I've read the book so many times, it's like, that'll be good. But then how are you going to extend it? That'll be interesting.
Do you have any messages or comments for the OneRing.net fans?
Keep up the good work. It's a great site, and I've been enjoying it from the beginning. And, I'm looking forward to The Hobbit as much as Guillermo, I think, is looking forward to bringing it.
Congratulations on a magnificent opening weekend for your film.
Yeah, it did really well. I really enjoyed today's ad where they were looking for a record, so it says best 5-day opening Wednesday through Sunday. But hey, we got something.
Totally. And we say many thanks to Meltdown Comics for hosting this great event tonight, and cheers from the OneRing.net. I'm Quickbeam, much too hasty, signing off.